So we're out here in the middle of Nevada, middle of nowhere pretty much. We're actually on a long road trip right now. We're going to put out a big long video of the loneliest road in America. But till then, we're going to have a bunch of these little videos popping out of the cool stuff we're finding along that highway. Look at these massive structures behind us. What would you guess they're used for? These things are over 100 years old. These were built in the 1870s. So they're still standing. We're going to explore the cool town of Ely, Nevada. So we're going to have a lot of fishing challenges, a lot of history, a lot of old town exploring, a little bit of hanging out with family and stuff. And it's just going to be a cool, fun trip. It's pretty cold out here. It's probably like 10 degrees at night, maybe 20s to 30s during the day. We're here with the family. We got Juju right here.
What's up?
Crazy Ju.
How's it going?
We're rolling deep this time. We got Senior behind the camera right now. We're here with my cousin Roman. We got Senior's wife, my mom. She wanted to go on the road trip with us, so we got a truck full. We've got a lot of exciting stuff to see. You can see we're already at interesting areas, but we should start from the beginning. So right now we're pulling up into the town of Ely, Nevada. A lot of old history here. It was actually supposed to be Vegas before Vegas was Vegas, if that makes sense. But they got the old Ely Cemetery, some really old headstones in there. We've got a lot of cool little shops. We've got a big old casino that at one point was the tallest building in all of Nevada. We walked in there and there was copyrighted music, so we weren't allowed to really film in there. That's why I'm voicing it over. But this town's history runs very deep. This town's economy is driven by miners, gambling, and hunting. There's a little bit of tourism, but it could be better, I guess. If you guys come out to the good old town of Ely, Nevada, make sure to let us know in the comments down below. Someone was telling me that the 4th story's haunted. They're saying the dude building the elevator, that he had a 4-year-old daughter that fell down the elevator shaft and died.
No way.
On the 4th floor, you could hear her playing with bouncy balls at night.
Oh man, that's horrible.
So throughout this casino, you're going to find a bunch of old pictures and history all over the place. This place is loaded. Once we went into our room, we already had been in here. We had some stuff in here, but we're on the 6th floor. Pretty nice view. We've been here when it snowed before and everything was white. Restrooms are clean. We had the big bed, and then we had double restrooms, and then we had the 2 full-size bunk beds. So we all slept comfortable. We were going to stay here a couple days, and then we were going to move on to the next city the next day. It's pretty cold out here, but we just left. I think it's still called the Hotel Nevada. Yeah, the Hotel Nevada. You can see the lights out here in Ely. It's a gorgeous city. It's not very big, but man, is it beautiful.
Man, it is cold out here. It's cold,
dang.
Got a hoodie on, the shirt, and I'm still feeling a little, you know?
It's like that bitter cold, huh?
Yeah.
It's like cold, but it looks nice out
like,
here. All the lights are nice
like,
neon.
It's like bitter, like numb your bones cold. It's pretty cold.
Right now what we're going to do is we're going to go grab some food at a restaurant called Rax. We've eaten there a couple times. It's a hunter-owned restaurant, and it's pretty cool. They got cool mounts and stuff all in there. So we're going to stop by there, get some grub. This place is awesome. That building right there, if I'm correct, was at one point the tallest building in all of Nevada. A cool fact about here in Ely too is, did you know that Ely was supposed to be Vegas before Vegas was Vegas?
Why didn't they do it here then?
So the train couldn't get up the mountain efficiently enough to make this a tourist destination that it is today.
That'll do it.
Yep.
I feel like this is a pretty good spot too. I mean, they already had the tallest building, some cool shops here. It kind of sucks that I didn't.
The population here was probably bigger than it was in Las Vegas for its time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could definitely see how Vegas is easier though. It's a big valley, big divot, but here it's a bunch of like hills and up and down.
Yeah. So over on this side, you can tell they used to be popping back in the day, but a lot of the shops are either not open or, you know, they only open certain hours. Boom, let's stop here for a second because the lighting's good. One thing that a lot of people might not notice, you know, when you live in Vegas, with how bright it is out there, the stargazing is terrible. So we all stopped in a spot, solid 2-3 minute drive out of Ely to somewhere darker, a good stargazing spot. And it was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got to take a few pictures. Looked pretty nice. Compared to other places that have a lot of light pollution, so it was different.
All right, there's where we're gonna go eat. We're gonna meet Senior in there and go eat some food.
What you got?
Wow, good.
We got that neon light going. That food was good, wasn't that, Rax?
Man, they got good food there.
Had the nice chicken sandwich. Tastes pretty good.
The
so.
chicken wings are where it's at, man. They got good chicken wings.
So I usually get the Western burger, and I guess I accidentally ordered the Southwest burger, and it was still pretty good. Not bad, can't complain. They got some paintings of the charcoal ovens. It's pretty cool. We're gonna go see that site here pretty soon. They kind of got the painting of them like building it and everything. Wow. There's a lot of really good fishing lakes around here with good trout fishing, and we always want to, you know, cast and wet lines. So we're gonna stop in here real quick, buy everything we need, a bunch of just kind of cheaper poles that could break in half for traveling. And odds are, as we're traveling, we're gonna give them away to a kid somewhere along the line of this trip. So we like doing that. Let's go see what we can find.
Did you get what you need?
Yeah, we're getting everything right now. Got some rods, got our hooks, some weights. Now just time for some fishing line, and then we're gonna be rigged up, ready to go.
There's a lot of bait here. It's
Yeah.
pretty neat.
Corn scented, and then my favorite, garlic.
Garlic,
scented.
that's the key right there, that garlic. That's gonna be a killer right there.
Yes, sir. This one's gonna work. This fishing been pretty good.
You know what? It's a little slow. Trout had a rough year. Still fishable.
You guys know the Pan Master?
What'd you get?
Got the little kit with it, little green pole.
Pan Master.
Definitely catching something with this.
Roman got his.
Got the little pole with all the goodies in here.
Got the gold on gold with this pole.
We got the, what is that, Mitchell rod? Looks good, feels good.
Yeah, Mitchell's pretty good. I've had Mitchell reels and stuff before.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch a monster with this, so let's see. And one of the reasons we bought poles is we never show our rods. Our rods are always one piece. These ones, travel rods. Look at that, perfect.
Yeah, really expensive rods. We have some rods that are $300-400. They don't break apart. So we're all traveling in a truck, and we're crammed in there with all our gear, so we need a breakables.
Yep.
All right.
That way I'm not getting hooked in the ear when I'm there.
You guys want food or anything?
Stop to get everybody.
So we get gas and everything.
And then we gotta hit the road. It's dark at 4 o'clock.
75 for gas.
375 for gas. Oh man, beautiful. Sweet. Want to get a bunch of tanks. Gas is still almost 5 in Vegas. Gas is 375 here. We're doing it.
Food break, gas, what, they say 375?
Yeah, 375. That's
Jeez, I think I paid $5 a gallon just like last week in Vegas.
375, food's on me. No.
There's a comedian that says, I know how dangerous a neighborhood is by the amount of chili candy they sell. Yeah, none of them are sold, so we're in a good neighborhood. Did you get the bare essentials?
Energy drinks.
Candy, monsters, and energy drinks.
Boys got expensive taste, $52. Yeah.
52? Oh man, this video better go viral where you guys, the polls and everything coming out of your paycheck. So we're gonna have to pay to get in, huh?
Yep.
Alright.
Ely's about probably 20-30 minutes away from here if you count the long ride on dirt, but we finally made it to the big charcoal ovens. These things have been here for a very long time. Back in the day, they used to need charcoal to run trains, to make heat for people because they didn't have heaters and stuff, so these were very important for their time, and they honestly did a very good job building them. So we're gonna go explore them right now and see what they did. So they were operating these between 1876 1879. So this right here is how they used to run these charcoal ovens. They would take all their logs and run them, put them into these little doors up there and fill it all the way up. And then they would burn it, and what would be left is your charcoal. And that charcoal could be used for a whole number of things, whether it's smelting ore, like that one said, smelting like silver ore, warming up houses, running trains, all the different things. It was very important for the time though. But one of the biggest problems that they ran into doing this is that they used up a ton of trees. The landscape here is still scarred, they say, from all the trees that were cut down, but they did good efforts and they replanted a lot of the trees around this area. But back when they did that and they were cutting them down, this whole area for miles, 5-mile radius around here was all no trees because they needed to cut them down. So I think that's one reason they stopped using them. At some point the trees were so far away from the ovens that it didn't make sense for them to have to hike 6, 7, 8 miles to go get trees and then bring them back over here. So what's your first thoughts looking at these things?
My first thought looking at these things is I think I could climb it.
So these things have been here for over 100 years. And they honestly made them pretty good. Look at this. I don't know what they used in between, some sort of concrete or mud or something. But look at that cut. Man, that's a smooth cut, isn't it? Look at that. Could you have done that back in the 1870s?
I don't know. It's crazy how he's built these things.
What do you think?
If I had my whole life to build it, probably.
Crazy to think that they stacked it like it's kind of at an angle though.
Yeah, so they would fill this whole thing. You can still kind of see the burn marks right there. Like the little burn marks and stuff from when they were burning them. It does echo. So they used to build a bridge and they would go and load the wood in through that thing right there. So they used to leave those little vent ports right there, those little ports so air can come in and let the fire grow bigger and bigger. If they didn't put these little air vents on the bottom, you would just suffocate your fire and have no fire. The little things that you wouldn't think of, huh?
Yeah, that makes sense. Now I was wondering why there was a bunch of holes. That makes sense.
Looks like a horse was in here or something. Donkeys or something was in here. They're pretty tall though. It's hard to get a perspective on how tall that is. What would you say, probably 30, 40 feet?
Yeah, about 25, 30 feet.
Probably 30. I'd say probably 30. 32?
32 feet.
He's all precise.
Did he mean
32.74.
32
I meant-
or 32?
I meant 30 like TOO, but I'll take 32, I guess.
30 TOO. Oh, 30 okay.
I didn't know that
okay.
these were, I've seen the pictures and I hadn't been to this yet. I didn't know it was a charcoal oven. I thought it was like a little hut or something they lived in. I didn't
Yeah.
know it was a charcoal oven.
It's pretty cold in here.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot colder.
Let's see the other ones. What do you think?
I think they're pretty neat. The structures are perfect. They're all the same size. They're nice and smooth. The cuts on those rocks are unbelievable.
Yeah, do you think they gathered the stone from around here, or do you think that they poured concrete to do it?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't see where you would get that stone
Yeah.
around here. Not very many places, so maybe they mixed up something and created those blocks.
There's a lot of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. You can count to
Barely
six.
count or what?
You can't count.
I think I saw a sign that they might one day open these to where you can camp inside of them. Well, if they do that, we gotta do that. But what do you think about how they cut? So you've been to Egypt, you've been to a bunch of different places all around the world, seen rock structures everywhere. This was built over 100 years ago. What would you say they did, like grade their job?
This is some of the best work I've seen right here. Look at this curve. It's hard to look at that. The way it curves like that downward. It's pretty hard to do that with stone. So these guys had a lot of patience. Did a great job. Look at those cuts. Beautiful.
So here's my question to everybody watching. Would you guess that this is stone that they cut or concrete? Because, you know, it kind of looks like concrete, but then again, if you look at the stones they used right here on the outside, it just looks like rocks that they found laying around, almost like they're putting little rocks in here and there. But then you get these massive blocks here that are like perfectly cut, so.
Yeah, like this. How did they cut this perfectly flat like that?
Yeah. And look, they even just threw a regular different kind of rock right here, so they used rocks, but that's very weird. So back when they were using this, I think they shut them down, like I was saying, because they ran out of trees that were within a reasonable distance to grab. Because to fill these up, they would have to cut hundreds and hundreds of these juniper trees, because you see they're not a very big tree, and these things are about 30-something feet tall, so they'd have to use a whole lot of trees. And this whole area was really barren and bald for a while. And I think that people did restoration efforts and they came out here and they planted all the trees out here. And now, as you can see, it kind of looks like it probably did before they came here and chopped them all down. But pretty interesting stuff. I think it's cool.
All right, so these are all cool and everything, but they are just stacked rocks in the middle of the mountain. Earlier we went to the store and we got all our fishing stuff, so we're gonna have to go down there and try to get some fish. What do you think?
I think it's doable.
What the poles you guys bought?
You think you can do it?
I think we could do it.
Oh dang, Juju's ready.
There ain't even water.
Pulling everything.
There ain't
You
even
never
water
know where
for.
there's gonna be a fish.
He thought there was water back here. Or what?
He heard the charcoal ovens. He thought it was the water ovens.
So water.
The lake's pretty close. It's right around here.
Let's get
It's a couple miles that way.
Cummins Lake. Let's go catch some.
Might look a little familiar. This is where I caught that 19-pound pike long time ago. Dang, look, they're that excited. They went running before we even pulled the camera out. I'll have to grab mine too. We bought just some random poles from the store. I'm gonna be using one of these little see-through bobbers, little Pistol Pete. See if we can get the job done. You guys seeing them? No? All right.
You said they're jumping everywhere. We're in I haven't seen nothing jump.
Yeah, they're not jumping. They're ducks we're looking at. Just gotta get you excited.
So we bought those fishing poles, came out here, rigged them all up, and the guy at the store told us at Cummins nobody was catching.
It's a little slow. The trout had a rough year.
And it was kind of hard to believe because when we came in the summer, this place was all loaded with trout swimming everywhere. The water probably cooled off so much that they're all pretty deep, so they're probably in 20-25 feet of water, and we're not going to be able to cast that far out. We asked a couple people over here that were fishing, and only one guy caught one fish, so the bite is tough.
We're still gonna try a little bit, cast around a little bit, maybe go let some power bait sit in the deep side or something, but as far as it is right now, we're not seeing anything and nobody's catching.
Juju's hungry. He was mad that we didn't bring the catch and cook kit.
Wants to eat one.
Yeah, he wants to eat a fish so bad.
Well, maybe we could cook one up we catch in a different area.
Yeah. All right, you guys gave up already? All right, let's go check out the far side. We'll try the rocky side. It's a little bit deeper. See if we can get a trout or two. Go see if these guys can get it done.
Where's the most likely trout spot, you think?
Out there 10-15 feet.
Just
20.
straight ahead?
Yeah. Man, that sun is shining right there. Ooh. Oh man, that's a beautiful one. Look at those colors.
You gonna come film for the short?
Wow.
Joey said he's got it.
All right.
That's cool.
Make it quick. We don't want him to die. Yeah, look at that.
We're gonna release them.
So this is a beautiful rainbow trout. Here at Cummins, the trout are super healthy. There's a snail in this lake. I can't remember the exact name, but that's why the trout get so healthy in here and they can grow so big, is because that snail just is like an endless food supply, you know? So they're beautiful. This one's not big by any means for this lake, but he's chunky. All right, Ju, be careful. Watch out for that rod too. I knew I was getting bit. This is like my third bite.
Sorry.
All right, we had to do a little bit of surgery to get this fish, the hook out. So we're gonna try our best. Oh no.
Adrian just caught that trout. We let it go and it did not survive. It ate that bait. So we're headed over here to see if somebody wants a fish because we don't want to take it and we don't want it to go to waste. We asked a couple people. One guy said you're only supposed to eat a couple fish out of here a year because there's mines out here and it has some type of chemicals, mercury, something in it. But somebody else happily took it, so I don't know the deal. If you're gonna keep fish from here, double check, and that's pretty much it.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like we said, we're on a big road trip right now, so we're gonna be posting a few videos pretty soon. The next one you can expect in just a couple days. We got some pretty exciting stuff we're gonna see out here in northern Nevada. I didn't expect to honestly find as much history as I did. So as always, there's merch on the website if you guys want to show some support. We really do thank you guys. It helps fund trips like this so we can travel around and bring some awesome videos to you guys. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you outdoors.